So tomatoes are one of my favorite things to grow. I usually grow between 20 and 25 different varieties of tomatoes every year. They're super rewarding. A fresh tomato from the garden is unlike anything from the grocery store, but they can also be one of the more challenging things to grow in a vegetable garden. And so I wanted to show you, I guess, everything that I've learned about growing tomatoes over the years. And probably the most important thing you should know is that it's not always going to work out. Some varieties of tomatoes work better than others. Sometimes the weather cooperates, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes things happen that you can't even explain. But hopefully this helps you grow tomatoes successfully. All right, so the first question is one of placement. You want to make sure your tomatoes are in a full sun location. Here mine are in a south-facing raised planter. I do have some peppers in front, but the peppers are going to be quite a bit shorter, and so they're not going to block out the sun from the tomatoes. If you're planting them in a garden like this, I recommend about 2 feet between each tomato plant. Mine are a little bit closer because I wanted to get 6 in this 10-foot garden bed, so they're a little closer than 2 feet, but it should work out okay. If you're going to plant your tomatoes in pots, I'd recommend something no smaller than about 5 gallons. Otherwise, they're going to dry out a little bit too quickly. When you replant your tomato plants, remove the bottom couple of branches and put them nice and deep into the soil. Those little white hairs along the stem will form new roots and make the plant stronger. And then make sure that after you've planted it, that you remove or clip off any of the lower branches or lower leaves that are touching the soil. That's going to help prevent transmission of disease from the soil to your plant. So tomatoes have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with water. They don't like being too wet, they don't like being too dry, they don't like being watered inconsistently, and so what I found works best is regular watering almost every day with tomatoes, unless of course it rains. And when you're watering, they don't like to get water on their leaves either, and so that's why we trim away the bottom leaves, the bottom branches of the plant, so we can water around the base of the plant without getting the leaves wet. As for fertilizers, if you've prepared your garden bed well in the spring with some good quality compost or manure and you've spaced out your plants well enough, there's probably no reason to add fertilizer throughout the year. If you've grown your tomatoes in pots, you might want to add a little bit of liquid fertilizer, liquid tomato fertilizer or granular fertilizer a couple times throughout the season, only because there's going to be less soil and those plants might deplete the nutrients a little more quickly. As for Epsom salts, I know some tomato gardeners that swear by them. There's some websites that also say that you shouldn't use them with tomato plants, but most of the tomato gardeners that I know that have had a lot of success swear by them. So I am going to try a little bit this year, maybe 1 teaspoon per plant, just mixed into the soil around the plant or dissolved into a watering can and then watered in around the base of the plant. So you'll notice I've got 2 setups here for my tomato plants, and that's because there's 2 different types of tomato plants. There's determinate tomato plants, and then there's indeterminate tomato plants. The determinate ones grow to a predetermined height, whereas the indeterminate ones are going to grow more like vines and keep growing and growing throughout the season. So for my determinate tomato plants, these tomato cages are going to be just fine. The tomato plants aren't going to grow much bigger than them. They're going to be kind of contained within them, prevent them from falling over, and there's no pruning required for the determinate tomato plants. For indeterminate plants, I've seen them grow as tall as 12 or 14 feet here in the summers in Alberta. And so tomato cages aren't going to do a whole lot for those guys. You need either really tall stakes or this kind of setup here where you've got sort of a frame and some rope hanging down. So with the stakes, you simply plant your tomato next to the stake, and as the tomato grows, you can use little ties to tie the stem of the tomato plant to the stake as it grows up. For my system here, I've modeled it after what I've seen in commercial tomato greenhouses. I built a bit of a frame and then suspended these strings coming down from the frame. And then I purchased online these tomato clips that just clip to the string and clip to the stem of the tomato. And then as the tomato grows up, I just attach new clips to the stem, and then the tomato vine will climb all the way up this string to the top of this frame. So determinate plants don't require any pruning, but indeterminate plants, which the vast majority of tomatoes are, require you to prune out these little bits here. So I like to say they grow out of the armpit of the tomato plant here. You've got your main stem, and you've got your main branch of leaves right here, and then your new sort of growth is coming out of the armpit right here. And there's another one right here you can see doing the same thing right there. And so you just want to trim these out. You can pinch them out, or you can use some scissors and clip them out of there. I'll get that one out of there. Okay, so you just want to remove those new growths from your indeterminate tomato plants. And I guess the last piece of advice I can think of is to tell you when to start trimming off these flowers. Okay, of course the tomatoes are going to come from the flowers here, and if you still have flowers on your tomato plant kind of end of August, it's time to trim those off so that the plant can start putting energy into finishing up the tomatoes that it has already, because new flowers at the end of August in Alberta here aren't going to have time to turn into tomatoes anyway. So come the 3rd week of August, 4th week of August, I go through all my tomato plants, I trim off all of these flowers so that the plant can concentrate on finishing the tomatoes it already has growing. And that's it. That's about all I know about growing tomatoes. Good luck, have fun.